My name's John McCarthy. I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. We're starting today off with a par 4 first hole. Let us grip and rip our first drive down the middle, and we'll take it from there. Okay, you're in it now. Let's have a good round and keep our composure. Second shot here on the first. Take a look at this shot. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. This putt is a short one, but it moves to the left. Okay, 1 under par on your round. All right, have a good tee shot. We're on the par 4 second hole. This one's about 105 yards out. This is what our third shot's looking like. Wouldn't that be nice to save par on this one? Oh, brutal. All right, let's give this one a tap in and move to the next. And that puts you up to even par. Now we will tee up on the third hole. That bunker is protecting the green. Don't want to get in there. Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. And from the greenside sand, let's have a nice out here. All right, forget about that bunker. Leave it in the past. We're on the green. And this one for the par. And after that one, even par is your score. Careful out there. We got a tailwind blowing. Oops, that's no good. All right, hitting into an elevated green. This one's coming out of the rough. Might not have enough on it. Here we have a 17-foot putt. This one's breaking pretty hard right to left. Oh my, that's too bad. And here's your par putt. All right, let's head to the next. You are currently sitting right at even par. Now we saunter onto the tee of the par 4 fifth hole. Oh, wonderfully struck. Pin's about 145 yards away. And 4 strokes from the lead. And that'll do. Grab your putter. Okay, this one's 19 feet. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. A little bit too firm on that one. All right, this next putt for the par. And you're at even par currently. And the wind's a little blustery. It's blowing right to left on this one. Okay, second shot on the 6th. Good job, we're on the green. This putt is about 14 feet. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. That is fine work. I think you brought your score down to 1 under after that one. Okay, we've got a par 4 ahead of us on the 7th. All right, we got about somewhere around 250 yards to go here. Well done. Okay. Yeah, let it go. Let this one go. I know it's far away, but these are the ones you just want to get close. This one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Ouch, right by the hole. Good luck here. This is for par. And you're 1 under for the day. Okay, we got a par 3, 8th hole. Well done. That's a nice little approach shot there. This putt is 9 feet away. Oh, man. I believe this is for your par. And after that hole, you're currently 1 under. Here we go. Teeing this one up on the 9th hole. That sounded good. All right, this shot's about 150 yards out. 5 strokes from the lead. Well done. That's another green in regulation. 9 feet to go. And after that hole, you'll go down to 2 under. And now we head to the 10th, and we have a par 4 to deal with. You made good contact. And this is about 170 yards to the pin. And 5 strokes back at this point. Nice stroke, we're on the green. Now this from 16 feet. Careful here, going downhill and to the right. Oh! Here we go, this next one for par. And you're 2 under par for the round. And the 11th hole of this one is a par 4. That ball's going for days. It's never going to come down. Setting up around 130 yards. 5 strokes off the lead. This one's gonna need to bite. And turns out not as bad as I had feared. You're on the green here. Medium length-ish putt to the cup. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. And that drops for your 4th birdie of the day. And after that hole, you are at 3 under par. And we're on the 12th hole of this one now. And that was a tee shot. And we're setting up here about 210 or so from the pin. Nice. That was the club. This one's from around 9 feet. That one drops, and that's your 2nd birdie in a row, the makings of a streak, perhaps. And 4 under par after that hole. Here we go, 13th hole. This one's a par 5. We'll take those all day. And this one's from around 75 yards out. And it looks like we're hitting into a bit of an upslope on this green, so really don't want to leave this short. Nicely done, well judged. That was a good putt, and it drops in for birdie number 6 on the day. It's gonna bring things down to 5 under par. It's blowing out there. We got a headwind on this hole. I approve. And could have a birdie here. Boom, dropping on in for your 7th birdie of the day. And now the 15th hole. We got a par 4 for this one. This one's looking like a fairway finder. Setting up here, looking at an elevated green. I think I'll let your putting do the talking here from way out. Going up the hill with this putt, breaking left to right. Oh, this one's starting out okay. Oh, and the putt doesn't go. All right, that'll do it. Now let's check in on the scorecard. And after that one, you're at 6 under. Okay, I have a good tee shot here now on the 16th. Good job. Looking like about 185 yards out and 1 stroke off the leader. I'm okay with that. And about 14 feet to go. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, that was supposed to be a birdie. Here we go, just a few more inches. Okay, score is currently clocking in at 6 under par. Wind blowing left to right on this one. And unfortunately, just rolling into the deep stuff. Oh, just about dropped it. If you drop this, you could save par. Sitting at 6 under par after that one. And now to number 18. This one's a par 4. There we go. Great contact. Taking a look at the elevated green from here. Nice approach. This putt's around 24 feet to the cup. This one's going up the hill and to the left. Looking good so far. And just a little tap here needed. And with that, your round is over. All right, this one's done, and you've wound up at a respectable 6 under par. Well, that is all she wrote for me. I had an enjoyable time ripping around the links with you today. See you next time. Hello and welcome to this major event here in Society Mode. My name's John. First up on the menu today is a lovely par 4. Let's kick this one off in the fairway and we'll take it step by step from there. How's that sound? And second shot here on the first. This one might be a little too much. Hang on. I'm not done yet. This one's coming back at my play. Starting off under par, that is all I can ask for. All right, second hole, par 4. Let's go. All right, you might want to club up a little bit. We have an elevated green. And please, ball, would you consider kicking right? And this one is for the bird. This one's got a pretty hard break left to the right. Yikes, that went right by. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now. 7 under par after that hole. Okay, par 3, third hole. Let's knock it close. Nice, pure swing, great stuff. Safely on the green. And this putt is around 23 feet. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Starting this one out pretty good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. After that hole, 8 under par. Teeing up here on the 4th hole. That isn't too good, is it? And hitting into an elevated green on this one. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. Oh yeah, that's gonna do just nicely. 8 feet to the cup. Oh, that could have been a birdie. Just a little tap needed here. All right, let's see how this next hole is playing. And you're 8 under par currently. All right, here we go. Par 4 on the 5th. Okay, setting up about 180 yards out. And there's a bit of a downslope on this green to be careful of. Seems like you're doing pretty good in the approach shot department. Here we go, this putt for birdie. Oh my, wish I could have given you that one. Here comes a 3-footer. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. Hole number 6. Oh my goodness, just absolutely demolished that. All right, first cut, let's do this. All right, I think you caught a little too much of this one from the rough. Here's what you're looking at for birdie. And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. Oh, bad break. And 5 feet left to go. Oh, man, I guess bogey it is here. Just a tap. And the putt drops and we're moving on. And after that one, you're at 7 under. Okay, it's a lengthy par 4. This one looks pretty safe. Second shot here on the 7th. Okay, we're on the green. Good luck here. 18 feet to the cup. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Oh, that was almost in. This putt's for par. Let's see what you can do. Currently sitting at 1 under par. Okay, par 3, 8th hole is next. Oh, effortlessly done. Nice swing. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. Let's see how you do with this 13-foot putt. I think this one's breaking just a bit to the right. And let's put this one in the cup for our par. Okay, that putt's done. Okay, that's 7 under par for the moment. Let's see what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. All right, looks like we got a fairway coming here. And here's our second shot on the 9th. And will you have a look at this? All right, 3 feet to the cup. All right, let's head over to the next hole, see what we can do. Okay, 8 under par is your score currently. Teeing off now in a long par 4. Well, looks like this one will play. Here's our second shot on the 10th. That should do nicely. Good luck here. We've got 15 feet. I think this is going to go right to left. Come on, get in there. All right, here is a look at our par putt. And after that one, you're sitting at 8 under. And the 11th is a par 4. And this one's about 135 yards from the pin. And you just barely managed to roll that into the second cut. Unfortunate. Here we go, tapper on in. And we'll head on to the next hole. That'll work, tapping in for par. And after that one, you are at 8 under par. Okay, on the tee of the 12th hole, it's a par 4. It's a nice looking shot. And we're about, I don't know, 200 yards or so from the pin from here. A little too far to the right on the approach, I think. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. Okay, third shot. Ooh, look at you. Just slicing that out of that bunker. Nicely done. And after that hole, you're 2 under par. We got a big par 5 ahead of us here. Yes, that's a good swing. And here's our second shot on the 13th. Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that driver off the fairway and be on your way. Well, look at you putting for eagle now. That's fine work. Fine work indeed. All right, this is your eagle putt. This putt's going uphill. Looks like it's moving left to right. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. Okay, 10 feet to go here. Birdie, putt, and everything, wasn't it? And currently sitting at 2 under par. And now the 14th hole. It's a par 3. Ah, that didn't hit the mark, did it? Oh, the chip's denied. And after that one, let's take a peek, see what's happening on the leaderboard. After that hole, 8 under par. Let's see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. Looks like a fairway off the tee here. This is clocking in at around 170 yards or so to the pin from here. Hopefully you get the right pace on this one. It is extremely long. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard too. Ooh, just missed. Okay, here's a 5-footer. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. Okay, par 4, 16th hole is next. Oh my goodness, that is a display of power. This is setting up to be around 150 yards to the pin. Go out there, champ. And here we go, potential birdie. Ooh, almost. And that puddle drop. Okay, 8 under par is your score currently. All right, this one is number 17. We have a par 3 here. Well, that'll do for now. All right, we're lining this one up 19 feet away. Breaking pretty hard to the left. And this is about 4 feet. And after that, you're 2 under. Teeing up now on the final hole of this course. Smart shot. Well, looking at an elevated green on the approach here. You had that one dialed in, didn't you? This one's 8 feet. Oh. All right, you've managed to drop that one in for par on the final hole. Good stuff. All right, this one's done, and you've wound up at 8 under par. And with that, I will let you go. Thank you very much for the round of golf. I had a good amount of fun. Hopefully, you did too.